Wait, let us, because we don't need another.
Oh,
I sound like a couple.
I'm afraid that color only works in the movies. Mine bleed all the time.
Cat fight, huh?
No, men.
What?
If I never see one of them
I'm
again.
sorry. Where did the clock come from?
Greetings and good evening to our listening audience at home and abroad. If you hadn't guessed it, I'm Cary Grant, and I'm back again.
And see, I'm Betty Gray.
Oh.
You're Jerry Morgan.
I'm sorry. I said Cary Grant.
I'm like, I'm gonna let her go, but I'm like, Wait a second, skirt's not.
Greetings and good evening to our listening audience at home and abroad. If you hadn't guessed it, I'm Cary Morgan, and I'm back again. Here to bring you our cast in the day of the life of Hollywood 1939. As 1939 will be remembered as Hollywood's greatest year, we figured here would stay a while in the comfort of greatness. We remember a time when the sensational, versatile, and athletically inclined dancers Bayard and Harold Nicholas, also known as the Nicholas Brothers, vanquished the Great White Way and set out on tour in South America in 1939, appearing in the same bill as Carmen Miranda. Soon after there, Carmen was brought to Hollywood for a feature role in Down Argentine Way in 1940, which too inclined the Nicholas Brothers. Although director Irving Cummings wanted to edit the number performed by the Nicholas Brothers, dance director Nick Castle argued for it to be shown in its entirety. After a test run screening of the film, the audience cheered and demanded the projectionists to rerun the film and run an encore of the sequence. So, as the saying goes, that settled that. So now let's settle into the beauty parlor I have an appointment with, as we find a fair friend here at the day in the life of family. Rachael Hagan, as she gets her hair dyed, done.
No, Denise. Do not put the jar in my purse. No, I won't check it because it's not there. I don't know what you did with it. Then I suggest you go buy another jar of peanut butter. Goodbye, Dennis. And don't phone me anymore today. I had to get up so much to pick up the phone. My seat bounces back every time I sit in it. Yeah, it made you wonders for my figure, but it's a nuisance. Just trying to get my hair dyed. Done. Goodbye. All the luck in the world. Dennis had to ruin mine. That poor devil wouldn't know where his head was if it weren't in my purse. Oh well. Death do his part. If the parson would have told me which part, I would have got rid of it years ago. Better get back in my chair before silver gallops away. Let's go, Jerry. What are you doing here?
Hi, Rachel. I came to get my nails coated.
Let me guess. Jungle red?
No, I'm afraid that color only works in the movies. Mine bleed all the time.
Cat fights, huh?
No, men.
What?
If I never see one of those again, it'll be too soon.
Charles Boyer.
Where?
Oh, Jerry, I didn't mean that. I meant Charles Boyer did a whole article in last month's magazine about love and marriage.
Really? What do you want to do that for?
I don't know. I haven't seen a good one yet. I can't see past my front yard.
I'm tired of men. All men. We have to do something about this.
Get a divorce and marry new ones?
Rachel.
Was that anything about you?
No. I mean, women should have a place to get together once a month to let off some steam in regards to the weaker sex. Like a book club or a rally. But instead of reading books.
We'll hit them with it.
Down, girl. No violence.
Then I'm confused. Which is it? A book club or a rally?
It seems like you need this club more than I do. Let's put our heads together, Rachel, and form sort of a club. You know, like the ones those high society dames do.
Can you picture a planet without apes men? Just shopping, shoes, wine, and dirt.
Dirt?
Yeah, gossip.
Oh.
That sounds all good and fine, but high society. You're back at this boys' blues, and I'm...
Let's not put it in that verbal, Rachel. It sounds so unattractive. Nothing could sound so cheaper.
Married to Dennis.
Come on, Rachel. Think harder. So far, this club only consists of you and I. And I'm just sure there must be plenty of women out there who feel the way we do.
Yep, the cemetery full of them.
Of course. Betty. Yeah, she know a lot of those ritzy dames.
Why the important interest in high society crowd anyhow?
Because there's nothing worse than a bunch of griping women complaining about their loud-mouthed, drunken-ridden, broke-down, two-bit, no-job husbands. Pleasant company.
Thanks, Jerry. Oh, who am I fooling? I can't even joke that one off. I feel awful.
Let's head over to Betty's now, huh?
But I haven't finished getting my hair done.
Listen, the way that seat's bopping up and down, you're lucky to have anything left on your head. Now let's get off that horse and let's go. Wake up to a bold, singing flavor every morning when you perk royalty K coffee in your percolator today. Save your time when you buy royalty K coffee for a fraction of the cost. Wondering what's that bold, singing aroma? That's royalty K coffee. Sit down in your favorite chair and let this coffee make you king or queen of the day with this golden, crowning blend of bold, royalty, smooth coffee flavor. By the pouch or by the pound, you too will agree. Royalty K coffee is exactly what you need.
Goodbye. And the next time you take a dose of medicine, be sure it's in a coffin. Oh, that no talent, broke down, half-beat, washed up, has-been director. Who does he think he is anyway? DeMille? And here's that script you sent me. I'm sure Toto will enjoy the laugh.
My eye!
Rachel? Is that you?
It isn't Joe Louis?
I didn't see you, Rachel. I mistook you.
Oh, what? The trash can?
It's getting harder and harder to stay employed on this show, ain't it? You never see this hardcore comedy stuff on Archie.
Oh, stop. Now, what did you guys...
You don't get any complaints from me. Last week I played a Parisian in the Parisian accent.
I don't believe it.
Transylvania.
Jerry, trust me, you don't want to know. It went from Parisian to Transylvanian to Spanish to good old Rachel Hagen all in one word. Now listen, girls, what did you stop over for?
Well, Rachel and I have come up with a women's club idea. And we thought you'd like to join forces with us as we establish a group about men.
Where do I sign up?
Wait a minute, baby. I haven't finished my proposal yet. It's a group of women where we can get together and discuss our misfortunes with the men in our lives. Sort of a vent for all service.
Yeah, and even suggested forming a getaway plan from all our mishaps.
You see, baby, the way we figure it is if we made up a club of Hollywood wives, we can raise the money through a charitable funding in no time.
Sure thing. Auctioning off their husbands alone would bring in a decent amount of money.
I think the perfect way to send them to me or a more charitable cause.
You would. Why, baby, I think this is a wonderful idea. Gee, think of it. A vacation world without men.
Yeah, in a world without confusion.
Girls without singers. But gosh, do you really think we could buy our own planet?
Sure we can. Why not? This is Los Angeles. After all, look at all those dames and the women. Not a single man in the whole picture.
You know, it wasn't until Norma Shear stretched out her arms in a welcoming embrace in the last shot of the movie, I even realized that there was no men in the picture.
The last frame, huh? How's that?
Listen, no woman I know stretches her arm that far or that wide unless she has a frying pan in it. And it ain't to cook no sausage.
Yeah, jacket.
Betty?
As a matter of fact, come to think of it, nobody asked us if we wanted to be in the women. Why should they have all the fun?
That's the same thing I said about Eve Arden. when they gave her all the good parts in the movies. I'm just as good as she is.
It's the same thing I said about Lena Horne.
Same thing I said about Dennis.
Enough already about Dennis.
I can't help it, girls. I'm married to him.
Which was never anything to brag about.
Look, with the price of living so high, I had to look cheap. At least with Dennis, you don't have to worry about buying summer clothes.
You couldn't look cheaper.
Alright, pray tell.
He runs a crap game every week.
Rachel, what does that have to do with the lack of purchase on summer attire?
The floor breaks spread with his knees, and the back alley slices a hole clear through his pants straight around to the back.
You said it, sister.
You know what, babe? Between you and me, I think a fuse is out.
Can't beat it. First it was Sherlock London, and now it's Harry Morgan. I detect a sudden noise.
Why, Betty?
Ahoo! Betty Blackie. Rachel, you gotta get out more. I tell you what, how about we take this little tete-a-tete out to eat my treat?
Okay, I'm ready and willing and able. Any place that has a good cup of coffee. Between Jacob and Ben, I've had one of those mornings when a bad cup of coffee can just ruin your whole day.
I have those sort of mornings.
Not you, Betty. When?
Every time I wake up. Now, come along, girls. Oh, just a minute, girls. Hello? Who? How did you know she was here? Oh, Jungle Red, huh? Well, if she blabbed it to them, she'll blab it to anybody. Hold the line, I'll get Rachael. Here, Rachel, it's for you. Bulldog Dennis Drummond is on the phone.
Yes, Dennis. What do you want? No, I haven't moved it. It's in the same place I had it when I left. I guess you'll have to try searching the place a little harder. Yeah, well, good luck with that, Dennis. Goodbye.
What was he looking for? Another jar of peanut butter?
Oh, well.
Where'd you hide it?
Here in my purse. I'll keep him occupied for another 5 or 6 hours.
Clever girl.
Just call me Rachel Diamond.
Need that morning peanut, that afternoon boost, or that nighttime pleasure of bold singing roast coffee? Try Royalty K Coffee. Smell that bold singing aroma every time you open Royalty K Coffee, and enjoy the bold richness coating through your throat with every drop. No need for double perking. Its powerful roast packs a punch with half the scoop of leading brands. So stop by Grocers to buy a package of Royalty K Coffee, available in the non-perishable aisle.
All these celebrities. Honestly, Betty, I've never seen so many stars assembled in the same place together in a room like this before.
What about at Universal?
No, all we get are a bunch of deadbeats, Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, the mummy.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Hey, look, Cary Grant.
Rachel, compose yourself.
I know. I'm married to Dennis.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm talking about me.
You?
Yes. I've already have first call for Cary Grant.
Oh, yeah. What is it called?
Peep Magazine.
Oh, Betty, I think you're awful. Besides, I already have first draft.
No.
Yep, this morning at the gate. Fabric ripped right off the bat.
Oh, you get all the credit. I refuse to be outdone. If only I could spot him in his dressing room.
What, Betty? You can't do that. You might catch him without any...
Yeah, I know. No, please, Rachel, calm down. Honestly, you really do act as if you've never seen a movie star before.
She hasn't.
Oh, I don't believe it, all that malarkey about monsters. After all, horror films aren't the only thing they shoot at Universal. There's Bud Abbott and Lou Costello. And look at her. She's got a lot of things going for her. Her looks, her personality, married to a... Oh, yeah. That's what it looked like on the handle.
It's Robert Montgomery.
Rachel!
I'm married.
No, your breath is fogging up my cheaters.
Oh, I'm sorry. My mouth got open that way?
If your mouth dropped any further, it would have been in China. And that's another thing. Betty, I've never known you to wear glasses before. What are you doing with those cheaters on anyway?
Why, Jerry, I don't know what you mean. I always wear glasses. They're detrimental to my career. I need them to read my scripts, to pick out my wardrobe.
Tyrone Power.
Jackpot, that's the one.
Betty, please, sit down.
Sorry, did I knock over your coffee?
No, you're blocking my view.
Oh, honestly.
I will be. So, give me those glasses.
What the?
Back off. Generic art, some verse.
Don't you
Now,
dare.
wait a minute. A face is on these cheaters. Wait a minute. Girls. What kind of women are we anyway? How do you expect to run a world without men when we can't even spy through binoculars and glasses and have a cup of coffee without them?
Because you won't give me your glasses.
Oh, hush, Jerry. I'm serious. If we're going to take this approach to running a country without men, we have to come to order.
Yeah, tall ones, short ones, fat ones.
Jerry, please. After all, this was your idea. Now, what are we going to call our women's club?
Beats me.
Oh, I think that's a terrible name.
Rachel. Not now, dear. I know what. How about we all come together with names and put a vote on it?
Listen to her. No purchase planted yet, and she's already talking politics.
Yeah, too bad men ain't that smart.
All right. Let's put our club names on the table. Now, Rachel, read off the first one.
Alrighty.
Well, what does the first one say, Rachel?
I don't know. Sort of looks like shoe-bill to me.
Oh, give me that. Don't you have any culture about you, Rachel? If this is supposed to be a high society racket, you can't go about saying things like Shoeville or even Sherbert.
No.
Absolutely not. It has to have poise. You pronounce it Chevelle and Chevet. I'm convinced, Rachel, you've been married to Dennis too long. Whatever sense he's got is worn off on you.
Dennis? He doesn't have any.
Point made. Now, what's the next club name?
The next one is Happy Days Are Here Again. That's mine. Let's see. That leaves one more. I don't see anything. Jerry, where's yours?
That's it.
That's what?
My club name.
Where's yours?
My man's gone. Where's yours?
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm revoking my membership from this coalition. It's obviously pointless. Between May East over here and Jack the Butcher ordering a beefsteak power over there, I can't seem to rest without a mention of men with you dames.
This all could have been prevented if you would have gave me your glasses.
Which reminds me, stake 'em over, Jackie. Egads, he's gone!
Who, Tyrone Power?
No, Clark Gable!
Welcome to the club, Gable Rosalie.
I'm sorry, Betty. I don't know what I'm doing ruling over men anyway. I've got tennis.
Here, Rachel. They're yours. For keeps. You need them more than I do. Well, ladies, it's been fun chasing beats with you, but I've got a 10 a.m. call at the studio. I gotta be off.
What am I doing? So do I.
Give you a lift to the studio, Jerry?
Thanks, Betty.
Yeah, I gotta head over to my lot myself. Today is.
Wow, look at her go. Boy, she sure does leave a burning streak.
Yeah. Look at the waiter trying to put out the fire with his earpiece. What's happening to her? I don't know. I just remembered. They're shooting the men over at Universal today.
And they called me a manizer.
Ah, well. You know, Jerry, I propose we look upon this temporary drought as a time to reflect on ourselves. A brief me time and welcoming. After all, if we can't be happy with ourselves, what do we got?
Yeah, I may not have been, but I've got Jerry. We round off this evening allowing our listeners some intimate time with the latest tidbits from Hollywoodland and Newsflash. Who needs Harper or Parsons when we've got Betty Gray here to bring you tonight's facts and trivia for A Day in the Life of. Please welcome Betty Gray.
I hope that girl's here again. Which one? I'm not sure. With me, you just never know which one you're going to get. But tonight, I'll keep it plain, simple, and to the point. So without further ado, people and politicians alike gather in Washington on October 17th as Columbia debuts director Frank Capra, known for such films as It Happened One Night with Clark Gable and Claudette Colburn, and Mr. Deeds Goes to Town with Gary Cooper and Jean Arthur. In the film, Frank Capra's Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, starring the 30-year-old actor James Stewart, who joins the cast of others Actors such as actress Jean Arthur, Claude Rains, Edward Arnold, Jack Carson, and others. 1939 brings about several new actors to our profession in their motion picture debut in a film as audience meets them for the first time. The alumni includes actress Cary Grant in Goodbye, Mr. Chips, actor William Holden in Golden Boy, actress Veronica Lake in Sorority House, actress Anne Gwynn in Unexpected Father, and in her U.S. debut, 19-year-old actress Maureen O'Hara, who is still with us today, in the film The Hunchback of Notre Dame. As we know, with death comes life, as was the case of several talented people who came in this world during this year. November 26, 1939. The day brings in a baby-born girl who will one day become international entertainer with such hits as Proud Mary, Sexy Ida, and What's Love Got to Do with It? Singer Tina Turner. April 2nd, 1939 brings into this world a man who will become a remembered voice in our society with songs that are still sung and played today, one dealing with social injustice, indifference, and status, What's Going On, as well as Mercy Me, the never-forgotten singer Marvin Gaye. April would also bring into the world a magnetic persona critical to the Hollywood motion picture business with such films as The Godfather Trilogy and The Cotton Club. When director Francis Ford Coppola was born on the 7th of April, 1939. Well, folks, I better reap the beep and wop the bop as I say so long from Newsflash. I'm Betty Gray. Well, what do you think? I think we handled the broadcast well enough without the ham.
We did indeed.
Look at us. We look like the Rat Pack at the Sands.
Uh-oh, wrong era.
Oh, yeah. Well, more like the Dandridge and the Sisters.
Carmen Jones.
Wrong decade.
We should do this more often.
What?
Broadcast?
No, peep across the street, the lights off at Tide Powers Hotel.
Gee, better than us. Better than not.
Good night, everybody.
We'd like to thank our cast, Betty Gray, Rachael Hayden, and our favorite announcer, Jerry Morgan, as we wish you ladies and gentlemen a good night. And we hope you enjoyed listening to our program this evening. We will be back with our regular scripted broadcast next week. And before we go, we'd like to give a special thanks to our sponsor. Don't forget, folks, for a grand cup of coffee, for yourself or to serve your friends, pick up a package of Royalty K Coffee. Drink your coffee in style with Royalty K Coffee.
Good night, everybody.
This program has been brought to you by Dominique Revue Collection and Dominique's Private Collection. All of the evening's clothing worn by our female cast, myself, Alicia Johnson as Jerry Morton, Jasmine Lawson as Rachael Hayden, Dominique Greenbridge herself as Betty Gray, From the Line, Dominique's Private Collection, and this has been a Dominique Revue production. Flavor every morning. Sorry. Wake up to a bold singing flavor every morning when you perk Royalty K coffee in your
Percolator.
in your percolator today. What is a percolator?
Coffee maker.
Yeah, it does what it used to.
Percolator, that sounds like something else. Okay.
Okay.
Is that a dance? Was that a dance?
Yeah.
It was a dance called the
The
percolator.
percolator, yeah.
I forgot about
That's all
that.
like
I don't know.
percolator.
Okay. I wasn't
Okay,
even
sorry.
thinking that. Okay. So, wake up, we'll start it from there.
For just a fraction of the cost. Do I do that?
Yeah.
Like your stomach thought.
Wondering what's the bold sniff as? Okay,
Let's start over from B. Don't worry, because I can always edit this stuff out. So B.
Okay, so what is?
So
How
now
is that flowing?
Okay. So now let's settle into the beauty part of I can't even get the word out. So now let's settle into the beauty parlor I have an appointment with as we find a fair friend here at the Day in the Life of Family, Rachael Hagan, as she gets her hair done.
Okay. A little comma, so I know where to pause.
Okay. I have those sort of mornings.
Not you, Betty. When?
Every time I wake up. Now, come along, girls. We gotta go. I can edit this later. Phone rings. I'll just cut this out. Just real quick. Phone ring. The bell. Real quick, Daddy. Just, yeah. Oh, just a minute. Okay. This program. Oh, are you ready? Okay.
Action.
You got the outfit? Oh, yeah, you do.
Action.